Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Nara Promotions, the Real Deal podcast show. Always pray going out, pray coming in, and always remember, God is in control. Every time, welcome back to the show. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. As now we introduce the Talking Colonel all the way to London, England. Talking Colonel, here we go. It's a beautiful thing. Salute all the way from the USA to London, England. Goodness gracious me, I'm telling you, it's going to be a beautiful show.
Salute.
Salute. Hold on. So,
Can we have our jingles, Asher, please? Can we have our introduction, please?
Oh yes, definitely. But before we go into the jingles, we call this show the Turning Point. And let me take.
Can we have our jingles, Asher, please?
Oh, so we got to turn off our monitor. There you go. All right. Now we call this show the Turning Point. The Turning Point means that Soldier Ventures, with the promoters of the Sound Unification Summer Reggae Festival in Portugal on July 24th, 25th, and 26th, have now entered phase 3 of their preparation. It's all 4 phases, and they're now in phase 3. So we're going to talk about that, what phase 3 mean. So stand by, like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell as we go into the Nara jingle.
Nara is calling the attack of the early rise crew. Rise and shine, rise and shine, rise and shine. God bless. No one can test what God done bless. The enemy is under my feet. Stay with us. Listen, learn and discern. Wake up, shake up, shake up. Rise up early morning crew. What you gonna do? God bless you. It's your day. Now ramp with it. Step on the devil jaw. Now ramp there. Saying rise and shine. Watch God. Wait and watch. Chop 38, 12, 13. Just coming soon. There is one question now. Ramp really want to ask. Watch this.
Have you commanded the morning when?
Since your days began and caused the dawn to know his place. Why?
Goodness gracious me, Colonel. As we prepare for the show, this is the Turning Point, and you've got the Talking Colonel all the way from London, England, and he's rearing to go. Did you know that phase 3 is going to be led by the Colonel himself? The Colonel is responsible to make sure that the acts go on stage and off stage in a safe way and in an orderly way. He's managing the event in that respect. He has 4 decades of experience in that field. And he's going to talk to you about some of the work that you have to put in to get that done. Now that Soldier Ventures, and we say hail up the Soldier Ventures, they're blazing the trail in Portugal right now. And I'm going to touch the Abyssinians event that they're at, promoting as well. They're preparing the grounds and so on. We're waiting for some videos and pictures of that. But in the meantime, we're going to give you what we've got. Colonel, welcome, 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 everyone. Oh, yes. Colonel.
As I love my presenter, Asher Mystic. We have been doing this business. This is once again, what do we call this show again, Asher? What do we call this show again, this edition?
We call this a turning point.
The turning point. And I love how you told the world, but first, you know, the Talking Colonel and Asher has to welcome each and every individual, each and every household in the name of His Majesty Jah Rastafari, and the blessings of whichever faith or religion they say that you follow. Whoever is your faith, because we do not discriminate So we welcome all cultures because this is a festival, the One Sound Unification Festival, which will be in Portugal, which we are here as the face. We are employed, Mr. Asher Mystic and the Talking Colonel, to bring you all informations, to interact with you, to communicate any word you want to use, to give you a sense of direction, any information, anything you need. Obviously, we're not giving you our personal numbers, but you have the website, you have the connection at any time. We, myself and Mr. Ashmead, they say we have a saying in our culture, we are burning the candles at both ends. So we are here for you, and we're here to inform you of so many different things. This show is like when Asha, I'm going to put another thing in your head. Well, if you can remember our Virgin Federal, like how would be in the same line as the beloved President Sassi, who's in Zion. Federal had a show which I'm going to collaborate with what we're doing right now. We had a show, remember Traffic Jam in London, England in the 80s, what we call the drop-in show. The drop-in show. So, so I'm not saying to read, thank you, sir. I'm not saying to read, I'm adding that in because that's how you and the Colonel bounce. Because me and you've been rolling and doing music promotion, advertising, everything to do with music from the 80s. So it's another day for us to talk. Our platform is not a problem. We are here to not fill the gap. We're here to inform you. Mr. Ashmead, my senior presenter, will apologize and give you the necessary regarding Frisco Banton fans who were expecting him to see him today. Because of circumstances, Mr. Asher will elaborate on. We're here as a drop-in show. Stroke, what did you say again? Drop-in stroke, what, Asher?
Turning point. We call this the turning point of the NARAM Promotions, the Real Deal podcast show. I'm telling you. So,
before we go any further, can you advise our listeners? Because I never remember these things as my age. The tiki, what's about, whatever the platforms they can get us on.
So,
remind them.
We got a big up Robier B-B7C. Welcome to the show. He says hi. You can remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, Instagram, and also TikTok. The regular. Just go type in NARAM Promotions in any of the social medias, and you get to us, or George Ashmead. So you'll get to us at any point. But always remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell, because there are prizes attached to when you like and share and subscribe. Also, for the go ahead, Colonel.
So I want you to add them for the subscribers, because I don't want the subscribers believe that we've left them out. This prize is for the subscribers. I need them, depending on the numbers. We, not I, my apologies. We need them, because there's a booby prize for the subscribers. I'm not saying we're putting you into a competition or competing against one another, but you are, technically. We need these subscribers in. Subscribe to the platform. Give us you maybe have something, a thought to add to the One Sound Unification. But we need that collaboration now. We're at that stage, that turning point, what my chief presenter is telling you, Mr. Asher Mystic. Mr. Asher Mystic. Where now we're bringing that platform where we want to interact with the item, the public. To tell us what your do's and your likes are, your points, your minuses. We want that collaboration. The phone lines will soon be open, which Mr. Ashmead will tell you the day, time, and when. Step up, Mr. Ashmead. Step up.
So please like, share, subscribe, comment. So when you subscribe and also click that notification bell, when we're coming on live, because we are live all the time. So we're gonna have impromptu prizes like tickets, maybe an airline ticket. There's a grab bag. We shake the bag and see what comes out. So you gotta be ready, ladies and gentlemen. Also go to the website www.onesoundunification.com to purchase your tickets, because they still have the early bird tickets up there, and it's gonna go. But I'm going to show you something on the site. Just stand by and stay tuned. because we're going to show you something before the show closes today with the website. So check it out, Colonel.
I want you to also then know, sorry, Mr. Ashmead, from the beginning of next month, we will be doing that countdown to the exclusive winners of what you spoke about the other day, who could be lucky to get an airline ticket.
There you go.
So please get your numbers in, because the competition is going to be vast.
Oh,
the competition
absolutely.
is going to
So,
elaborate.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you got to stay tuned to the show, because we're going to break out a lot of details as starting on Monday. So we're giving you little tips right now for you to follow through, because once we hit those numbers, it's going to open a door for a prize, and the prizes are going to roll out. So you got to like, share, subscribe, comment, but more so, go to the website and purchase your tickets, especially those early bird tickets, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm saying, check out the VIP early bird tickets and the backstage early bird tickets. Check them out. Buy those tickets. You'll be surprised. Colonel.
Yes, I also want you to remind them, my chief presenting officer, commanding officer, they must be prepared to give their credentials, because at no time will any prize be rewarded unless we know basically you're not a fraud. So be prepared to submit your credentials. I'm not talking about all your life credentials, but there's going to be a minimum which Mr. Asher will inform you of what we're going to need, because we're not dealing with any fraud here. And do remember, if you're calling in, you are going to be screened, because we are a platform and we are governed by the government as well, just like how we're not at liberty to breach any copyrights. You also have to take responsibility that when we allow you on the platform, even though you're going to be screened, to be just, right, and upful. His Majesty, Asha.
So I'm happy that Colonel touched that point, because on the website, you've got to sign up on the website, put in your name and your email and your contact information. That's www.onesoundunification.com. I'll show you where you go to sign up. I'm going to touch that. So like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell. And for those just joining in, welcome back to Naram Promotions, the Real Deal podcast show. So, ladies and gentlemen, Frisco Banton should have been on the show today, as Colonel told you, and he's not able to make it. So we're gonna he sent in an apology to the world, and here we go.
Hands off you clean and your heart off you pure. If you ever want to see that. Good night, reggae music lovers. This is Frisco Banton, and I'm here to apologize for not being able to attend the podcast hosted by George Ashmead tonight. My sincere apology. Unfortunately, something has came up and I need to attend on certain situation. But I'll be on the podcast in the future. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself, large up on yourself, love on yourself, and give thanks and praise. Bless up. Them go lost themselves. All them a search, them can't find themselves. Go mix up in a family and go mark themselves. No one to blame but only themselves. Call them bent, them go lost them soul. Sell out for money, enough to righteous no more. No for them nah burn the fire no more. No fire nah light, no gasoline nah pour. Your hands are fi clean and your heart are fi pure. If you ever want to see Zion door, burn them out more and more.
All right. Big up to Frisco Banton, and you'll see him on another date. Just like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell, and you'll know when he's coming on live, because we're going to reset the dates for Frisco Banton, also Chucky Star, the Mindell Family Sound, and Bodyguard. So, ladies and gentlemen, just like, share, subscribe, comment, and click that notification bell. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. Here we go. So we have let's take one out. Yeah, there you go. Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, my brother.
Okay, my brother. So we're talking about resetting the dates for Bodyguard sound system, they had a family issue. The Mindel family sound, who had a technical issue, and also Chucky Star, who had other issues to deal with, and Frisco Banton. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell. They'll be on here live. And as you can see, as the month of May progresses, we're going to have all the artists come on here on the podcast to talk about their history and also what they're going to contribute to this inaugural One Sound Unification Reggae Festival in Portugal. And Colonel, you're up.
I love that, Asher. These great artists, I'm going to take this opportunity, even though, no, Asher, could you, my company, could you bring the flyer on screen, sir, so they can
Absolutely.
see for themselves, which I'm going to recite for all those. We have to also take on board that we have to welcome the new listeners who might not be party or privy to the information, which is said before my colleague brings it on screen. So we have to also, even though we have listeners that are regular listeners who may be familiar with the format, we also have to say it verbally. So we welcome the new listeners globally. On this particular festival, we have the mighty, mighty Heptones. We have the Roots King for dancehall. I call him Johnny Shalamali Clark, Johnny Clark. We have Sammy Roadblock Dread. We have Admiral Reality Tibet. Now we have Don, See It in Your Eyes Campbell. We have Junior, Look to the East Campbell. We have Chucky Star, Tell Me How You Feel, How You Tan. We have Earl 16, A Love I Can Feel. Frisco Banton, you have just heard. We also have the Akaboo Queens, who are royal. Then also out of Jamaica, because our promoters were insistent on it. That's why it's called a One Sound Unification. We have the Great Bodyguard. We have the notorious Bass Odyssey. And the legendary Coxsone Sound from London, England. We have the champion, which you are going to be privileged to hear, which is DJ MJ, Silver Links, alongside his father, Father Links. We have the supporting bands of the Dub Ashanti. We have Rough Cut Band and many more. So I had to say that verbally for the ones who are not aware, as well as my colleague brought it on the screen. He will explain to you the faculties for those who don't know, because we have so many. And today I had two. I'm going to even let them know. Ask me, I didn't tell you. I have two reservations for the camping site, because it's the camping site that attracted the two people when I was on the road promoting today. And I want you to elaborate on the faculties what's available for the camping site and the parking, etc. for me, please, Mr. Ashmead. I like how you're running through the order. So take your time to talk to them what you're running through the screen. I love it, Mr. Ashmead.
So this is the website, www.onesoundunification.com. This is where you go for all your information, ladies and gentlemen. And on the screen here, you as you can see in the top left and right hand corners, you have drop down menus, and you have the home screen, lineup, the venue, hotels, and so on. Find us, tickets, how to buy your tickets. I talked about tickets, and I wanted to touch that for a second. Now, you can get your tickets at Eventbrite, Shotgun, Skittle, Weeze Event, Ticketmania, Ticketmaster, and so on. But also on the website, you can purchase your tickets. As I said, if you look at the ticket prices, we have the super early bird prices going. And those save you a lot of money, especially when it comes to the VIP early bird ticket. If you check that out for the VIP experience. And I'm giving you a little hint here. You see that backstage price? You want to grab that right now. So you can have the full run of backstage. However, check out the early bird tickets. Purchase those, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to buy a ticket, there's a button here you click on. It says, and I'm going to click on it. When you when you come to this point, you want to register your name, your contact information. I've registered already, so I'm right there now around promotions. So you can go in here at this top right hand corner, and you'll see where you can register, sign in, or register to the website. It's extremely important that you do that. And now you can scroll down and you can purchase whichever ticket is to your suiting. So it is very interactive, ladies and gentlemen, but you've got to get to the you got to remember to register to the website. Now Colonel talked about camping. Let's dive into the camping section of that.
Can I
Now,
just intervene there? Can I just intervene for a second? Just for
sure.
a second, because you're on a lovely flow. I just want you to also add to when you're talking about the contact list. For those who are privileged to have my personal number or your number, they can also feel free to call us. There's boobies there as well. So if
Oh
you
yeah.
have privilege, Asha will elaborate, because I want, some people may say, we've got to remember also, Asha, some people are not familiar with the devices and this modern technology. So some people might just say, sure, I'm just call Colonel straight, I'm just call Asha straight. One of the management team who they know who's involved in this project. Feel free to do that if you're not
We're here.
familiar with the setting. Sorry,
We're
Asha.
here. We're here to help you, and also you can gather a lot more information if you send an email to info@onesoundunification.com. That's also there. There's also links on the website here for you to gather more info. It says it's right there, information. You just click the drop down menu, click on information, and there you go. It opens up some drop down menus that show you the opening time. It also shows you the re-entry policy. It tells you about your tickets, which you should also download to your phones, just in case you don't have cellular coverage when you get to the site, because there's going to be a lot of people there using the cell towers. So you may have latency. So you want to make sure save that ticket to your phone. There's an age policy. And also remember, if you're on, you must take your IDs, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're going to buy alcohol. So also, and if you're under age, we'd say there's an age policy. If you're under 16, you got to have an adult to enter and also to peruse the grounds. There's permitted items, and some items are not permitted on the site. And also, you have medical and well-being tents that are available to you. So if you need help with any medical condition, or you need a welfare assistance, you have that. The tents will be there. Check out the information section. The hygiene facilities, the toilets. You will see everything laid out on a map when you come through the entrance. When you come through the entrance, look at the map. Also, if you want to use the facilities, the toilet facilities, you need a radar key. So you got to read the instructions or ask at the gate when you get in how you get a radar key. And they will tell you as well. So you have booths there with a lot of people to help you. Hand sanitizer and all that good stuff are there. And also, if you have further questions, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. info@onesoundunification.com. Well, you can send an email to info@onesoundunification.com, and they will answer you real quickly. They're waiting for you. So if you have a support animal, you can get help. If you need refrigeration for your medication, or you have a disability, or if you have a question you don't see here answered in the question and ask the question and answer section, then just go to info@onesoundunification.com or call Colonel or myself, and we'll give you the answers. So, ladies and gentlemen, also the camping is a pocket saver. Camping, the camping tickets, and I'm going to scroll up to that section. The camping tickets, ladies and gentlemen, you should check those out. You can roll your camper in, and you can take your stuff in as long as they're permitted. And you can enjoy the festival and camp on site. It's a 3-day, 3-night festival, and we call this a turning point because they're preparing that 10-acre lot right now for everything you know. And there's a beach behind a beach backdrop behind there. It's beautiful. They have also shuttle buses from the airport, from the bus terminals, from the taxi ports, and also a ferry to take you along the waterway into the event area. So you don't have to worry about perusing from the event site to the town and back for those 3 days and 3 nights. Colonel, you're up.
Thank you, sir, because I like how you're holding that reverence and you're giving them the information. But I just want you to add in for you campers, which Mr. Asher will elaborate on. We feed off one another. We ignite one another on behalf of the One Sound Unification. You see me? Now, I want the campers to know, don't think that when the festival is finished and you're there, which Asher will tell you the times of when the festival finishes each night until what times it starts. I want you to know myself, as the colonel, as an old sound man, and we have many other selectors there. Don't think a little jukebox won't be there to help you. I will be patrolling. So may you will have the opportunity to meet myself and many of the team. We are part of, even though we have the security forces and people in place and stewards for that, we are giving that personal touch as well. So know that you can meet and greet. I'm there to answer any questions for you. Asher's there to answer. We're not going to leave you campers by yourself to start team. You're right beside us. Do not think you're far. Mr. Asher will elaborate. You're on site. We will make sure you're entertained, even though we have the food and the packages that will still be available for you in a different area, obviously from the site of the festival, but you're right beside the festival, so you just move to your camping site. Health and safety is important. We don't want you coming with your own devices and just think you can get us connected up, and then you create a hazard. Everything's got to be checked in, as Mr. Ashmead said, but we're letting you know we're not leaving you as the campers just by yourself. I will be there as well to help with your entertainment or any interactions, any conversations, and maybe a little bit of dominoes, maybe a little bit of Ludi, maybe a little bit of cards. No gambling. No gambling. Mr. Ashley, step
So,
up, Mr. Ashley.
ladies and gentlemen, the campsite is going to be a secure area. You have the local police force. You have also the emergency services. There's a military base next door, so you'll be safe. The entrance to the camping ground and the site is a private road, so you're off the main road, so you don't have a problem coming onto the event site. There's also parking that's available for the general public, and also you'll have parking for those who are disabled. You have disabled parking also. You have separate entrances for those who walk in, or you're taking a taxi or a bus, or your private car. There's separate entrances for you. So just follow the signs, go to the website and check it out, www.onesoundunification.com. Colonel, you're up.
Also, I want you to endorse for the matter. Looking forward to our next podcast, because we are doing these things in stages. That's why I love Mr. Asher Mystic. We have been doing these things for years. I was nearly going to use the wrong word on the networking, but I'm not going to say it. We have things in place for you to take on board from next month, which is very essential. We need you to get involved, get on our little subscribing list, because you're going to have, maybe at Asher's discretion, I don't know if it's the next episode or series of the podcast, but we're going to give you the privilege to start seeing the beauty. I call it a campus, a site, because I don't want you in any capacity, the public, our fans, our customers, our commuters, to think we're just like an event, a dance hall area, or covered or tented or anything like that. No. So on this podcast, stay tuned to when Mr. Ashby will enlighten you. We will be giving you some visuals But we don't want to give you everything one time. That's why we do it in stages. Just like the artists, the performers, we do it in stages. Because we need to keep you locked. We need to keep you interested. Just like the giveaway prizes, we can't give away everything one time. We've got to get you involved. Mr. Ashley, could you tell them what websites again we do it non-stop? Please.
So you gotta go to www.onesoundunification.com. That's www.onesoundunification.com, and also purchase your tickets there or on Shotgun Live, Wheezy events. That's I think it is, and also Ticketmania, Ticketmaster, and Eventbrite. They're all there on the website. So if you want to know, here we go. So it's spelled out there in front of you, www.onesoundunification.com. It's at the top of One Sound, as you can see it. The dates of the festival is July 24th, 25th, and 26th. And remember, that's Haile Selassie's birthday weekend. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. So I wanted to touch on the turning point. Turning point 3.0 means there's 4 phases to the event. These 4 phases include the preparation leading up to the event. So now we are in the 3rd phase. And what does that entail? It entails a lot of work, all hands on deck, and we're 76 days away from the festival. So for those who need visa applications to get into Portugal, I talked about how you can get a visa, but you can also contact us and we'll help you because it's high travel season now. So a lot of those Portugal consulates are overwhelmed, and we can assist you to get your visas to get into Portugal if you need that. Also, the acquisition of hotels and Airbnbs. You need to, if you're having difficulties with that, ladies and gentlemen, go to the website and ask for help or send an email or contact Colonel or myself and we'll help you. So remember, www.onesoundunification.com. You can gain help. And if you have any problems, if you need to know about the food, there's going to be a combination or a culmination or we say a merging of cultures. So you're going to have the Caribbean, Jamaican culture food there, the African culture food there, the Portugal culture food there. You're going to have the Brazilian culture food there. You're going to have the European, the British. You have it's all going to be merged because they're going to give you choices. So if you need help with that, just let us know and we can assist you in that department. Also, somebody's on the bulletin board, and it took my screen off right away. But ladies and gentlemen, also transportation arrangements. If you need that, this is Turning Point 3.0. That's the mode we're in. We're all the transportations or the information for transportation, you can contact us, but we'll have shuttle buses that will take you from the airport to the event site and also from the taxi stands, the bus terminals, and you also have a ferry that will be ferrying people along the beautiful waterway. That's a backdrop for the event. It's going to take you into the event area as well. Airline ticket purchases. If you have difficulties and you need to know if you need to jump onto a group setting and to reduce your price, call us and tell us what you need. Call the Colonel, call myself, or contact info at onesoundunification.com. It's your go-to site for all your information. If you need, we're going to be mobilizing a lot of promotional items. So we're going to ask you also to share it on your social media. Talk about it everywhere you go. Share the information with your friends and families and everyone that you see that this event is going on. This is the OneSoundUnification.com. This is the OneSoundUnification.com summer festival in Portugal. And Colonel, you're up.
I also wanted, I like how you brought me in when I'm up when you said the word Portugal. I want the Portugal people, but that's what I did. You know, that's how me and you brainstorm. So that's why our management, our promoters employ us to do our job. I want the Portugal connection and family and that section of Europe. I might not pronounce the names right, to know that we are doing a collaboration. We have Rastaka Congo, where the people them in England might not be familiarized with. But just like we talk about Beres Hammond and many of the greats, Dennis Brown and John Holt, in our field, we have Rastaka Congo, which you're going to see footages again via this podcast. We also have Mindel Sound Family. We have Big Bada Boom. I need the people them to know. Do not think these people, what we say in our culture, are common assaults. This is the Portugal entourage, so that we know that the Portugal people know that we're not leaving them out. Because believe it or not, even though they're going to shout for all of our artists, do not be surprised when you're there, when you buy your tickets and you rented your accommodations and the beach patrol and the hospitalities of the beach, and you see the natural fisherman where you can get your fresh fish and everything is, and your fresh vegetables. They will be there as the natives. And as the natives, they have their entourage and their support. And it was very imperative for the management committee, Asha and myself, to involve these people. So I want you to welcome them and appreciate them, because they also help us in our, not a language barrier, but the language situation. Because as I say, music is a language everybody speaks. So I don't look at it as a barrier. Because even me listening to a few of the Portugal artists, I didn't understand everything, but I could understand a lot of words they were using, because music is a common denominator. So certain words you can't change. So please welcome aboard, and Ashley will elaborate. We have a Portugal connection, which is an essence, like when we are cooking food, we have to have certain spice and certain ingredients. And believe me, don't be surprised when you hear Rastaka Congo, Middle Sound Family, Big Bada Boom. My gosh. And there's surprises as well on that European side of more artists and acts. Mr. Asher.
So we call them the pioneers of the reggae music in Europe and Portugal in particular, and Africa. So they have been blazing the trail to hold that banner high of the reggae music culture. And we say hats off to them. Thank you, Colonel. We're going to be talking about these people because they are equal to the Bob Marleys and Dennis Browns and so on of our era. They have been doing this for 30 and 40 years and more. And we say hats off to Rastaka Congo, which we'll be meeting in person when we go there, and we'll be holding that energy because he still stays true to the foundation of using the vinyl, because he loves that vinyl and we love it too. Colonel, you're up.
I love how you highlighted, because you're going to take back the platform, but you know, that's how we interject in a good way, not the collaboration of this new language. Rastaka Congo. I want, when our supporters who speak English language, because I want the item to know the kings and the queens globally. He's obviously not going to be singing in English or performing in English. This is why I said before, music is a common language. We can feel that beat. And certain words you can relate to, because even me, when I was listening to his sets, I don't know his language, I don't know Portuguese, but I could relate, because the heartbeat runs through everything. Like we say, the drum, the bass, and then the rest of the band fits in. Rastaka Congo has a message, for this platform, the One Sound Unification. I give reverence as normal to Brother Bash, my management team, Brother Clayton, and Brother Ainsley, because without them, And as Asha will elaborate, I forgot the individual's name. Asha, help me. The individual, the Rasta again from Portugal, who is the pioneer, which is why we're putting in Jamaican, so our boss is even the one I like boss. And I rephrase it, the management committee was enlightened,
That's
giving encouragement and enthusiasm to make this happen that then employed us. Elaborate, my brother.
that's we're talking about Rastata Congo and also the soldier family. They're the ones, that's Ainsley, Clayton, Evan. They're the ones who this was their dream, and their dream is now a reality. And we are happy to be on this journey with them to see. Go ahead, Colonel.
The name I forgot, I want you to involve with the management committee, apart from Ras Taka Congo and the Milden Sound family, the Mindel Sound family, and Big Bad. Is it George? I can't remember the big man name, the Rasta, the Island, the king like I and I.
Yes,
who helped them.
We'll
help them to make this.
We'll ask someone to comment on the name there for us, but I wanted to touch into one of the event that's going on today, which the Soldier Ventures are going to be at today, and it's going on right now, and they're represented big time. The Abyssinians with Lone Ranger, that's a big deal in Portugal right now. It's going on today, and they're at this event. And they're representing in a big way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's a big deal there. And if you, for those who don't remember, Lone Ranger and the Abyssinians, I can give you a little taste of who they are. Colonel.
Took us away from civilization.
So, Colonel, the Abyssinians.
Boy, I tell you, get up and fight for your rights, as Bob Marley and so many said. But we call that one the Declaration of Rights.
Absolutely.
The Declaration of Rights. And I'm going to thank, I want to take this opportunity, Brother Asher, because we have a big up management all the time, And I never knew that one of our management committee, well, I'm not going to say he's got the vinyl, but I'm going to put it the ragamuffin way. One of my management committee, Mr. Evan, I called him Bash. He went into his musical, I would say in my line, his musical dub box, his musical vinyl selection. And when I heard one of my management committee brought out this track from the Abyssinians, not before, this is long before he told us he's going to have the privilege to be there tonight. And I apologize, my management, because I was supposed to make a link for you. But with me and Asha, your road generals have been so busy. I want to still see if we can do that in the night, because you're a few hours how it goes different. But tonight, we are working. I want you to know that. Say, I don't want to reach a stage where we get bossy yet, Let me tell you straight, to the globe, I don't want to reach that stage, I must get bossy yet, But the idea, man, the globe need to know that there's many events going around the world, not just in England, Europe, Australia, China, Jamaica is compulsory in America, where we have got representatives at those places working right now. Come in, man. They can't see us. Yeah, we've got representatives working at these places here, so we have to big up the One Sound Unification Committee, Mr. Clayton, Mr. Bash, and Mr. Ainsley. Because tonight they will have the privilege, they work, which I wish I was there. But me and Ash are so busy in 2 different countries with the Abyssinians and Lone Ranger, and they're working in Portugal live. And this time I take the opportunity to big up Linval Thompson. I call him Thompson Sound, Linval Thompson.
I wanted to point out something, Colonel, from Soldier Ventures.
1 second, sir. Why I mentioned Linval Thompson, we cannot just brush aside, so because it's people what I grow with. Linval Thompson was also there with them last month when he was performing in Portugal. I just wanted to know that the One Sound Unification is working at many events and many established events. So big up Linval Thompson again. one of my elders, Mr. Ashmead.
So, big up to Linval Thompson. He's an icon in the industry and one that is, we call him one of the pillars of the culture. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to point out to you something from Soldier Ventures, which is important. If you missed it in previous podcasts, you need to hear it now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me bring that to the stage, and we'll hear from Soldier Ventures himself. So this is where they give homage or respect. Okay, here we go. Of all time, you're getting value for money because you're getting the full culture of a convergence of cultures. You got Portuguese, African, European, Jamaican, British, you name it. It's gonna be right there, ladies and gentlemen. And I see the Soldier team coming on, and we gotta say welcome to Soldier Ventures. Yes, we got Ainsley. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Oh yes.
Yes.
Greetings.
We have
Yes,
Ainsley on the line.
welcome. Hello? Yes, go ahead, Colonel.
Did you say we have the management committee on? I've got to turn my phone now crossways to get the right picture. No, I can stand up.
No.
Welcome my management committee. So
Yes,
I can
this is a
Bash, and I can clearly see Mr. Ainsley. Welcome aboard, Mr. Bash and Ainsley. You are now the globe. Are being privileged, and you are being complimented, and the management is giving us that injection. Now you have the colonel standing up. Welcome to the management. Asha, my chief presenter, take it forward.
Yes, this was a previous broadcast about 2 nights ago, and they were on live, and while Colonel was taking care of business, this happened. So I wanted to bring this forward so that everyone can see the management themselves while they were addressing the Portugal contingent. That's Ras Tata Congo and Big Bada Boom. So here we go.
Yeah.
So
Boa noite.
Boa noite.
Boa noite. Boa noite. Boa noite. Boa noite, irmãos. Boa noite. Boa noite, irmãos. Boa noite.
greetings.
Greetings. Sejam bem-vindos.
Obrigado.
Sejam bem-vindos.
Obrigado.
Muito obrigado por visitar a Naram Promotions Podcast.
Obrigado.
Sim.
Obrigado,
muito amor. Muito amor, irmãos. Muito amor. Muito respeito. Muito.
Sim, senhor.
Okay?
Tá bom. Muito obrigado, irmão.
Yeah,
Good night, Sir George. How are you?
Yeah.
Blessed. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
We're not coming to crash the party.
Yes.
One
So
second.
first of all, I want to say,
let me take out this background noise. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are just joining in, this is Naram Promotions, the Real Deal podcast show, and we're please like, share, subscribe, comment, share, please. Get your tickets for One Sound Unification Summer Reggae Festival in Portugal on July 24th, 25th, and 26th. On the screen, we are blessed with the presence of Big Bada Boom from Portugal, also Ras Tata Congo and an Enigma, and also the Soldier Ventures team. They're responsible. They're the founders of the event. They're the promoters of the event. This was their dream, and they're bringing it to reality. We're still waiting on the Mindel family, and we're also waiting on a couple of other people to join us on screen. We're going to keep the show going as long as possible so we can get them on the screen. But for now, I'm going to open the floor to Soldier Ventures. The dream is here, and it's now reality. Big up to Sir Ainsley. You're up.
Yes, I'm just going to just quickly say, big up Ras Congo, yeah, and George, another George, and Big Bagaboom. Listen, brethren, I just come back from yard. I'm going to talk yard style. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. He knows, they know. And Mr. Congo,
Love it.
you know it, go. We original vinyl.
Yeah, so that's the end of that clip, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, Colonel, you're up. Yes, I have a second clip that I'm gonna two more clips that I'm gonna they're all 3 minutes each, and we're gonna touch into those in a second. Colonel, you're up.
Yeah, I just wanted to add just a bit of spice. No, you're going to continue what you're doing because you're doing a wonderful job, Mr. Ashmead. What I wanted to add is that I want the globe to realize our management is learning the language as well as some of them live there. We are all trying to learn a few keywords in this project. So not only that we are inviting you to come and party with us, don't think that we are not back to school. Because we have to know that we can communicate. But I know, I saw my management, 2 members of my management conversing. So the same way you have to learn the key languages, keywords. When I was saying yesterday on a podcast yesterday, the keywords, we have to start to learn. Ashley is ahead of me. I've got 1 and 2, but I'm not going to show up at the moment. I might show up in a week or 2. Because I don't want to practice and it don't sound right. But my management was excellent. Mr. Ashmead, he's learning the language.
There you go. Thank you, Sir Colonel. But let's check this out.
Not dissimilar to ours, strife and struggle, but more importantly, how you overcame that and unified the people. Yeah. Now he's looking to global unification. So when we came up with this concept of one sound unification, we had to go back in our mind for what we're accustomed to, what we grew up with, music from Jamaica. We lived in England, yourself, me, the Ross, we lived in England. There's a sound there. I came to Portugal, it's the same sound. Everywhere I go, it's the same raw sound. So the obvious name had to be one sound. Yeah?
Wonderful.
And what we're trying to do now is bring it all together. Yeah. And that's how we landed on the one sound unification. Yeah. Don't let the pretty young face of Mendoza and them on the fool. Them on their bad boy. Them on their bad boy. Yeah. They're just trying to behave themselves on camera. Yeah.
No behavior.
All jokes aside. The global community, you're in for a treat. Yeah. When you hear the sweet sound of Coxswain, when you hear the legendary Bodyguard, yes. Big Bad Bass Odyssey, next to Big Bada Boom.
Yes.
And then you have the big Rasta Congo are digging at the crate for the vinyl. Boy, I mean, I tell you, boy, a long night. Yeah? So here one now. Big up on yourself. Next weekend, see?
Yes, right? You got
respect. Respect. No
blessing.
See you in the weekend.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Blessing. And we say thank you to the Soldier Vengers team. And they are unique and also historic in their journey towards One Sound Unification Summer Reggae Festival on July 24th, 25th, and 26th.
We're going to leave you with a tune. Ross, 10 seconds of big tune.
All right. Goodness gracious me. Definitely the promised land, ladies and gentlemen. Respect. We're out. Bless. Yeah. Colonel, you're up.
Yes, my brother. You know, sir, salute to the globe. Because as I keep telling the people, this is not my platform, but hello, Asher introduced me on the early stages. My sound is Java Nuclear from London, England. And I've got to commendate my management, Bash and Ainsley there. I'm not leaving you out, Clayton, but they were the two present. And they draw a big tune, The Promised Land. The land where we are going to now is Lisbon, Portugal. And we are bringing the one sound Unification. Two, I'm not going to say that Lisbon, Portugal is the promised land, but it is now the new promised identity and an extension in this musical mission on the journey of our culture, which we are now expanding to the shores of Portugal, Lisbon. It is in many other European countries which are not on this platform going to promote their project at this moment, but we all know about these big projects right through Europe. The One Sound Unification with the collaboration of Mr. Ashmead, Asher on the podcast, Mystic, the Talking Colonel. We are going to make this happen. It is a historical event. A lot of people talk about history. I say I and I story, because the management team alongside I and I as their artist management and stage management and road management, we are making and creating a new venture. I'm not going to say it's the promised land, but I like the track that they selected. It is a new entity. And my management, our management, sorry, has given us another extension of that passion journey in this music. Because remember, the Colonel is telling you, alongside Mr. Ashmead, this is an annual event. So this is the teaser year. And we're not at liberty to tell you at this moment for next year, because we're not going to say it's bigger than this, because we respect every artist who's on this. And the artist that is on this project is the groundation of this event on behalf of One Sound Unification. Mr. Ashmead.
Thank you, Sir Colonel, and blessings every time. We're going to close in 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to big up Dede from the Heptones. We're waiting for him to come on the screen live, the Heptones, and we don't want to break them out too early because they're hot, they're big, and they're broad.
Second. They are iconic.
Oh yeah.
In the musical reggae industry, the mighty, I don't know how much mighties we can say. Heptones. Mr. Ashmead.
Blessings every time. And we say big up to Dede and stay strong, brother. You're coming on, but you're the icons, and we don't want to pull you out too early. Goodness gracious me. I'm gonna also go into some of the artists and bands that are going to attend the show. We have a minute plus to go, so I wanted to check into that, Colonel. So here we go.
There's a new festival going on, and it's on the 24th, 25th, and the 26th of July. It's in
Lisbon, Portugal,
and it's called the One Sound Unification Summer Reggae Festival. We are Akaboo Queens, based in the UK, and we'll be playing on the 24th of July, don't forget, and you can check us out on all the social media platforms, especially on the One Sound Unification Summer Reggae Festival website. Check it out.
See you there.
Nice.
This is Henry Matic from Dobasanti Band, telling you about the Soldier Promotion presents One Sound Unification, July the 24th, 25th, and 26th in Tuga, Natura, Barrio, Portugal. You know, enough other artists will be there. Johnny Clark, Heptones, enough people featuring, and sound too, Bodyguard, and other sounds, Coxsone. Be there.
Now this is Michael Palmer, and I'm representing and will be performing at the One Sound Unification in Tuga, Natura, Portugal on July the 24th, 25th, and 26th. Live performance by I, Michael Palmer. I'm a stranger in your town, I'd love to dance with you. Come on, I wanna dance with you. Now to the sweet reggae music. Come on.
Some dreadlocks, so you don't know. And One Sound Unification, Portugal, me say, some dreadlocks, I really did, and July 24th, straight to 25th, you know, and the 26th. You don't know. Portugal, here I come, Sammy Dreadlocks. They call me Sammy Dreadlocks. La, I mean, I want. People up in a roadblocks. One of Portugal, coming your way.
Campbell, act like fire act the army, son of the legend, Colonel Campbell. And right now it's all about the One Sound Unification Reggae Festival in Portugal 2026. 3-day and 3-night. July, Friday the 24th, Saturday the 25th, Sunday the 26th. I, Junior Campbell, will be there performing live in Lisbon, Portugal. No, yeah. The way you treat me, my heart green. But God up above me, no gymnastics. Tell me you love, but you don't know love. A little girl, gonna learn love. Check me out, Junior Campbell, act like fire. One Sound Unification Reggae Festival, Portugal. No, baby, but you still you turn around and hurt me.
First through the Earth 16 at the Royal Maroon Shop in Peckham. And I'm introducing the Soldier promotion presents One Sound Unification, July the 24th, 25th, and 26th, 2026. Your Studio 16 will be there. It's going to be live and direct in Antigua and Natura, Barreiro, Portugal. Don't forget, Johnny Clark, Michael Palmer, Sammy Dread, Admiral Tibet, Dan Campbell, Junior Campbell, Chucky Star, Earl 16. Then you have Bodyguard, Bass Odyssey, Cox the Sound, Dan Dada Sound. It's going to be good. Trust me, the summer is locked. Tune in.
What you say, Portugal?
Natura, Barreiro, Portugal.
Yeah, we did it. Royal Maroon did it.
To the 26th of July.
Live
2026.
Royal Maroon.
Royal Maroons.
Live and direct.
Live and direct in Portugal. Soldier promote and One Sound Unification. Earl 16 said that. Peace out.
Watch her now, look her now. You know, one roach from Bodyguard I represent. It's Soldier promotion. Seeing One Sound Unification. You know what's going on, the bad sound a touchdown in the place. Portugal, look out, you know. Remember the Reggae weekend. And it's an international event. Place to be, you know, Portugal I do it, you know, 24th of July to the 26th. You know, whole heap of live performance by Admiral Tibet, the Heptones, whole heap more bad artists, whole heap more bad hosts. You know, Bass at this end of the place, you know, Sir Cox and them in the place, whole heap of bad sound in the place, Silver Links in the place. So hear me now? Be there, because we are going to do there. Zane, trouble upon the ground.
Damien Dillinger from Bass Odyssey Sound System. That's right, the sound from in the country. The sound from Alexandria, Center, Jamaica. And we are proudly announcing right now that Bass Odyssey Sound System will be at the One Sound Unification Reggae Weekend Festival, starting from the 24th of July until the 26th of July. We will be right at the Lisbon, Portugal. So people, tell a friend and let a friend tell a friend that Bass Odyssey, the sound from in the country, will be there. All right? So, be there. Don't miss it.
Out of London, England.
We are pleased to announce our involvement in the Reggae Unification One Sound Festival in
Portugal, Lisbon.
The dates are July the 24th, the 25th, and 26th of 2026. And we are pleased to announce our involvement in the One Sound Unification Reggae Festival. And don't know, say we will be there in
Lisbon, Portugal.
Colonel, we are going to close the show. My brother, do the honors.
Once again, no respect to the Naram broadcast show, the real deal. We send reverence, you know, the Colonel speaks like how Brother Asher Mystic introduces the show. We send reverence at all times to your household and your family. In the name of His Majesty, Jah Rastafari, Ashmead.
Always pray going out, pray coming in, and remember, the good Lord above is in control. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell, and remember, always, We love you, and we want to see you at the next show. So the next show is on Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, subscribe, and also comment. There's going to be prizes being rolled out. We're going to give you a lot of information, so stay tuned. Share the like, and we ask you also to help us to promote this One Sound Unification Summer Reggae Festival in Lisbon, Portugal. For this is going to be a historic moment. So please like, share, and subscribe, and also share it with everyone. Help us to promote it, and we will help you in the process to give you some prizes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for being here. We are out.
The Naramp Show. Naramp is calling the attention of the early rising crew. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. God bless. No one can test what God done bless. The enemy is under my feet. Stay with us. Listen, learn, and discern. Wake up, shake up, shake up. Rise up early morning crew. God bless you. It's a day no ramp with it. Naramp there. Saying rise and shine.
Naramp Promotions is at you.